Hello, divine beings. Welcome back. I'm a little bit more in better spirits today than I was the other day. And I just wanted to get on here and let you all see the books that I've been reading and what my mind is consistent of with this knowledge that I'm taking in. So the first and foremost, which I'm going to start with the ones that I'm almost through because I haven't finished any of them. But the first one is Remember, Be Here Now, and it's by Ram Dass. And this is more so about detaching from everything, just about when you're attached to things, it makes it more easier for you to get disappointed, for you to feel lost, because that's how I'm feeling. I feel, even though I'm reading these books, and maybe it's me, because I know I probably should be applying more practices and really putting my best foot forward and making the effort to apply these things that I'm learning to my life. And I feel like that's more so the space that I'm in. I'm just kind of reading, and my eyes have been opened a lot, and I have become a lot more aware, but I just need to make sure that I apply the things that I'm learning in order to manifest or experience the things that I want to experience, which is spiritual freedom, financial freedom, just detaching myself from all of it and being able to look at it in a way where I can help others, without attaching myself to anything. I can help others. So yeah, this is what that is about. It has more to it than what I'm explaining right now, but very good book if you are looking to expand your spiritual journey, get more in depth with letting go and surrendering the things, materialistic thoughts. So this is definitely a very great book if you are, intermediate with your spiritual journey. And then the other book is The Magic of Thinking Big. And I actually stopped reading this book probably a few years back, and I just now picked it up recently and started to read it. I'm not even through with the first chapter yet. I just been thinking a lot about how I want the best life possible for myself. And I know if I can make the best possible life for myself, then I can definitely help other people, friends, family, people who are in the mindset of wanting to change their life and elevate their life and grow. And I just been thinking a lot about the things that I want to do. Like, I want to have my own herbs, detoxes, my own herbal school or retreat, just things that aligns with healing and nature and all that good stuff. So this book basically tells you about what it says, thinking big. A lot of us, 90% of us, are thinking small. And when you think small, you get small results. But when you think big, you get big results. Now, the sacrifices that you might have to make or the things that you might have to go through might be a lot more than, you think it's small. But the results pays off in the end, and you'll be more proud of yourself knowing that you accomplished or achieved something because you decided to think bigger than what everybody else or what you thought at one point. And this is basically what that book is about, and it breaks down It just breaks everything down, and it's very simple to read. And yeah, this is one of the books that I have been tending to put my attention towards, because I'm getting to the point where I'm getting fed up with living this life, y'all. The struggle be struggling. It's something that I don't even want to think about, but I know that I have to in order to get to a place where I can start doing something about it. So yeah, this is that. This book I have basically read. It's a very small book. This is The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. And by the way, The Magic of Thinking Big is by David J. Schwartz. And so yeah, this book is I love this book. It's about 4 agreements, and I'm not going to tell you the agreements, because whatever you feel aligned with, if you feel like you might be aligned with this book, then I want you to be aligned with it in a natural way. I don't want to, give up too much about the 4 agreements, but I will give some insight on just a summary. It's definitely a part of the spiritual growth, spiritual awareness, just being aware of the things that you do, from how you talk to yourself to how you treat others, and how, growing up and being in certain environments that basically formed your personality, formed the life that you're living kind of right now. Even though you might be grown and on your own, there's a lot of things that we do now, as far as decision making, as far as, the actions, responding to others, just that type of thing. How it plays a role in how we grew up and all the things that we have been domesticated to. So it definitely talks about domestication and how, how you've grown to be the person that you are now, and how you could change that, how you could just change your perspective on life and get different results, the results that you've been wondering how can I go about doing this in order to get this out of that. This is it. It's definitely a very basic book. It's, like I said, it's short, very easy to get through, but I recommend, because it is a small book, that you take notes, highlight. That's what I've done in this book. I've highlighted, and really meditate and pray over the words that you read from this book, because they are very powerful. This man is a very, very intentional about what he's saying and expressing, and it's a lot of practices, things that he's going to open up to you if you're trying to get to a place where you kind of just need to, you have to cut things out and do this and do that in order to get to a pure, peaceful place. He breaks it down for you too. All these books are they basically have practices within the readings that will help you apply to your daily life, or however you will. And yeah, this is definitely a book about self-love and just being aware of who you truly are, in essence. So yeah, this is a very great book. I love it. I love it. I love it. If you feel aligned to pick up any of these books that I'm showing you right now, please do so, because they are not just for, I don't know, but very good book. And the last one that I'm going to show you, because I did talk about how I would like to start my own herbal business, herbal classes, something's got to give, because I feel like deep down inside, I am a healer. And since I can remember, all I've wanted to do is help people I wanted to be in the medical field, but I felt like the medical field is just too systematic for me. It's just too modernized or something. Like, a lot of the stuff that we are going through and we see in the world as far as diseases and sicknesses and things like that, it can be healed from nature. Nature gave us everything that we need to heal, to grow, to live the best life, and we take it for granted and we take advantage of it, and we are blinded to it because we have been lied to a lot. And I just want to get back into my own ancestral way of doing things. And this book, African Historic Health by we're just going to say Africa. Okay. I don't want to mess up any names here. So yeah, this is a very good book. Now, it does say in the corner that it has been revised and expanded. So, you know, take what you will, what you align with, what you feel like is truth to you. If you don't feel like it's, if you don't feel tuned in with whatever some of the things might be saying, just take whatever feels right in your heart. And that's what I have done with this book as well. I have not read all of this book. This is kind of more so of a textbook. It is very lengthy. It does have recipes and things like that, but this is basically about just y'all, it's just a lot. But it's about, becoming aware and going back to the ancestral way of health. And it talks about a lot of African practices. And you don't have to be African or black for that matter to, get this book. It is for everybody to get back into a way of just going back to nature. That's all it is. Just going back to nature. Everybody, we are all one. We are not separated. We are all one. And, it starts with whoever it starts with. And I feel like this book will allow us to all get back to the natural state of health and really curing diseases and eliminating it out of your body. So yeah, it talks about from food to diseases to herbs to, just everything, you guys. And it says, it got herbs, vitamins, minerals, aminos, glandular, and food. Recipes, sexual personality types, foods to avoid, self-diagnosis charts, male cycle, anthrax, AIDS, cocaine addiction remedies. That's kind of some of the stuff that's in the book, but not all of it. But you could definitely learn a lot and become very knowledgeable with this book. I have just now picked this back up as well. I want to start taking notes and taking my herbal knowledge more seriously. I've been trying to get back in school for botany, and things haven't been working out the way that I would like it to. And I don't know if that's the universe or God telling me that maybe I should be teaching my own self, because sometimes, things don't work out the way that we like it to. And honestly, I just feel like that might be a sign of, God or the universe telling us that there's another way. There's another door. There's another window. And yeah, I want to get serious about this. I want to be able to help people. And I guess now more so than not, I just see a lot of people going through things and seeking help in the wrong places. And I just want to be that person that gets to a point where I'm so delved into my work, my knowledge, my spirit, that if anybody had a problem and needed some advice or some help, I could be the one that they go to with confidence in my heart and in my spirit that I got this and I know exactly what this diagnosis is or what this disease is and what you need to do in order to cure yourself from it, because anything can be cured. I don't care what anybody has ever told you. It can be cured. So, yeah. With that being said, that is the 4 books that I have right now that has been occupying my mind. And I just want to say that if you are looking for any type of growth, any type of elevation in whatever area that you are wanting to have it, start. Get a book. Meditate about it. Pray about it. God gives you answers just like books can. The universe can give you answers just like this book can, probably more. And I do a lot of meditating on it too. I don't just believe everything that I read or believe everything that I hear. I still, go within myself and resonate and align with that truth. So thank you all for listening. I hope that, this has been a good message and it helps you in some way. With your spiritual journey and, just being the best versions of ourselves that we can be. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you take something from it. And I hope to see you next time. Peace and love to all of you guys. And may your days continue to be blessed and favorable. Until next time, bye, divine beings.